Let's now bring in our Canucks reporter, Farhan Lalji. And Farhan, much has been made regarding Rick Tocchet's post-game comments. And in those comments, he did allude to Elias Pettersson needing to be better. Pettersson spoke to the media today. What was your takeaway from his meeting with the media?
Well, Mark, first of all, I'm impressed, pleasantly surprised that he actually did speak, because there have been times in these situations where maybe he didn't stand in there and take those questions. But, you know, Rick Tocchet wants his players to be accountable, and I think that was a part of that. And it's been a difficult time for Pettersson. There's no doubt about it. I'm sure it was difficult for him to hear, but he's not blind to what's happening. I mean, he knows what's expected of him and what isn't happening. And he said, look, I'm trying, and he believes he's doing the best he can, but he also knows that he needs to be better. And both he and Rick Tocchet, you know, discussed the possibility that maybe if he was playing with some different players, things might be a little bit easier for him. But both Tocchet and Pettersson himself admitted that, yeah, look, despite all of that, yeah, maybe it would help, but I still need to make things happen on my own. I still need to drive play. So there is another level that he just simply has to be at. And this is not just something that's happened in the playoffs. Really, since the All-Star break, his play has tailed off. Even signing the new contract didn't alleviate any pressure. So it's been 3 months. And I asked him directly, like, you're not injured. Both you and the organization refused to suggest that there's any kind of injury at play here. So why has it been so difficult? He really didn't have answers. He did admit that confidence right now is tough for him, but he's trying to put everything behind him and just focus on the next game, because as Tocchet has said, a player that struggled today could be the hero tomorrow.
So with all that being said, what are some possible changes the Canucks can make heading into Game 5?
Well, there's no obvious players that are injured and high-end and on the outside waiting to come in amongst the forward group, but there are some changes that he's potentially considering. Vasily Podkolzin is one of them, and he was a player that did play a number of games for this team, especially late in the season. We thought he might be in the opening night lineup for Game 1 of the playoffs against Nashville. He wasn't. He then got sent down. He's back up here. He's a possibility. Nils Höglander, who sat out the last 2 games, another possibility. And then Jonathan Lekkerimäki, who was the first-round pick of this team a couple of seasons ago. He's not played an NHL game yet. He's played a half dozen American Hockey League games. He's here with the Black Aces right now. And Tocchet said, he goes, look, I'm not going to be scared. I will swing the bat. So he wants to get all of the intel he needs. But Lekkerimäki is also a possibility to draw in and play his first NHL game in Game 5 of the second round of the playoffs in Game 5 here against Edmonton.
Our Canucks reporter, Farhan Lalji, thanks for this.